All right, so I wanted to make a quick little breakdown on how to use fib retracement. A few people in the Discord, a few people that I trade with have been talking about it. I use something I used to use slightly. I haven't used it that much recently, but I have noticed that it is a good tool to learn and to know, right? Again, if you use as many indicators as possible, the more indicators you have, especially the big ones that tell you it's going to go a certain direction, the more likely it is. And again, indicators, and I will say this in every video about an indicator, it is not a guarantee. It is not, 100% win rate, 90% win rate, 80% win rate. You can notice patterns, and it could have higher win rates, right? But again, it is not a guarantee, and sometimes price action is just completely random, right? I want to go over how to use it, where to find it, what levels to put onto it, etc. How to make it look good, and whatnot, right? So right now, I'm actually looking at the 30-minute on SPY, and I feel like this is a pretty good example of fib retracement, right? So right here, 1, 2, 3, your third one right down here is your fib retracement. You don't need to click all this. It's just right there for everybody, unless you already changed it to something else, right? These are all your tools, your drawing tools, your trend lines, whatever, right? So you click on it, third one, yeah? We'll just put it up, we'll put it up anywhere because this part's not important. Anyway, you go to your settings, right? Style. What you want to do is some people uncheck this 0.382. I actually keep it up. I kind of like it, and I'll show you in a second how it could work for you. But then all these other boxes will be unchecked at first. You want to, or they will be checked at first. You want to uncheck them, okay? Uncheck them all, right? You could extend lines. You don't have to. Either way, I actually kind of like it, and maybe I'll go over it in a second. Actually, let's actually look at this. Yeah. Scroll down, right? You want to get rid of the background. You want to change it from values to percents. You can keep it at values. It really doesn't matter. One of these will be checked, but uncheck these as well. Just copy all of this, okay? Visibility, blah, blah, blah. All right, that is pretty much it for that part. Let's get rid of, delete this pane. All right, right now I'm on SPY 30 minutes. I kind of like using it for 30 minutes. You can use it for 5, 10, 15, 1 minute even if you like. I do like the 5 and I do like the 30 the most, especially when it comes to day trading and swing trading. Again, the higher the time frame, the stronger sports, the levels, the fib, the everything, right? So the higher the time frame, the better it is for swings. Lower time frame, better it is for, 1 minute could be used for scalping, 5 minutes for day trading, 15 for day trading, etc., and so forth. Anyway, fib. What you want to do, I drew it, like I said. You didn't need that at first. We're just going to go back over it. You want to draw from the candle in which it reversed, and you want to do it from the low point of the low of the wick, right? All the way to the upper point up here, which when I drew this at first, this is what happened. We can forget this other stuff over to the right here because when I first drew it, right, when you saw me click on the screen, that's what I had the other day. Okay. Let's just break it down, right? So here we go. Reversal. It jumps up here, right? These are your levels, right? You can see touches this 38.2, which is why I like that 38.2, by the way. Comes right back down, right? You see it break this. All right, it's heading back down to the next one. And these aren't like small moves, these are like dollar moves almost, right? Same thing. Wicks off this 6180. It keeps right in between these levels. You can see almost perfectly, flawlessly. It breaks this one, all right? Breaks next one, and it's heading right up to the next. This one's not so perfect, right? But again, that's the thing with indicators. It doesn't have to be. You can see it comes right back down. It wicks off this line exactly, right? It's not wicking off these middles. You can see it touches the lines more so than it doesn't. Last thing, jumps up, same thing. Back down, certain level, wicks right off. Look. A little doji there, right? Same thing, wicks off here, but it was able to break off. It still closed under it, right, on the 30, but still was able to break up right up to the upper line, all the way back down to the very low of that. Look at that. It's like a perfect fib level. And then all the way through and then breaks, right? And that's where you can do extended fib and stuff like that to maybe see if it's going to continue. Right now, we're just going over fib retracement. I might make a video on Fibonacci extended in the future. But yeah, again, so you just want to draw it from a high point or a low point. So like here, it was drawing from the low point, right? Because that was the reversal, right? It was going up. Again, this is a move from 540 all the way up to, 547. So it's not like a small move. This is a big move on SPY, right? And it's a reversal from a downtrend, yeah? And you have that as soon as, going up, 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 right? Let's see if we can find something else on another name just to give you another little example. All right. So again, here, let's see here. See if this one works. Right here. Boom. All the way down to the low. Not exact, but you can see how it's kind of respecting these levels, right? Boom. Hits the top. Look, this act says, and it's the same thing over here, right? It's 100%. This is back to the retracement level, right? It comes all the way back to where it previously was. Couldn't really break. You see it's like playing with this level. Back down. Wicks right off this one. This one's not as perfect. Let's see if I didn't draw it as perfect so we can make it a little bit better. Actually, yeah, I could lift it up just slightly. That helps. Makes it worse. Actually, it still wicks off this level down here. Anyway, again, you can see how it respects these levels, right? Comes down, boom, playing with these levels back and forth, back and forth. You could play this as like a range, right? You can see it wicking off here, making a little doji. This is a 30-minute, so it's pretty strong of a doji, right? Back down. Let's see. We're looking for retracements. I guess we could do this here. Boom, up. See what we can find on here, right? So, again, comes up. Let's see, on the way back down, right? Respects a level right here, 2 wicks, yeah? All right, this one breaks up, doesn't really, but you can see right here, you got wicks on both sides respecting both of these levels, right? Fighting, it breaks, it's headed to the next one, yep. Breaks this, again, heads to the next one, but wicks off, yeah? And then it bounces in between these. You can see how much it respects these levels, even coming down here, right? Boom, right off of this, right? This line wasn't based on this, it was based on this, yeah? But you could still see that it respects us. Again, bouncing off here, right? Bouncing off here, right? Even the wick down here touches, bounces back up, plays with this level, breaks down eventually. And you can see even, extended, right? You can see how many times that it plays with these levels and bounces off. Again, this is just for a retracement. So you just want to play this whole range inside of here. Once it breaks down this stuff, you're breaking the range, right? So you're probably coming back down to different levels of like the gap. Yeah. Again, different indicators, trading differently, different styles. Yeah, this is just a fib retracement style. Again, so if you're, if you're looking for a trade inside here, right, what would you do? You see this breakdown here? Well, you could probably get in and buy in and take it down here. Whether it's a scalp, right? You see it break, you could still hold. Yeah. You can hold all the way down, honestly. You could scalp inside here, right? You see it wick off this one. Well, okay, maybe the next level it'll retest. It did. Yeah. Same thing here. Like it wicks off. You could see it. Okay, well, I might enter a trade here, and your stop loss is just simply the break of this level. And guess what? It didn't. So boom, you're right back up, right? And that's like a $2 move on Amazon. Which, on weeklies could be 30, 40, 50, 60%, depending on the day. Let's see if we can find anything else. I'm trying to think of a name. It's had some retracement. I know SPY's had a lot of retracements recently. Here, this looks like a good one. Boom, on Uber. That retracement. Again, wick, trying to touch, doesn't, right? Here, touches almost perfectly. You see that in the fib level. Yeah. Here, plays with it. Not exact. But even here, when it breaks down and comes back up, for another, you could probably move your line lower too. But still, it touches this level, right? Again, pretty much almost perfectly. Let's actually try to move it. Let's see what happens. Put it down. This one. And see what happens on the way up. Yep, a break, and then stop. Literally perfectly. And again, you have levels here. The fib also can work with support and resistance because you see here, like this wick was resistance, yeah? Just like it wicks here and it stops, right, for today. Same thing here. It was support, bounced off it, now resistance. But it's also a level for fib. Look how perfectly it bounces. Boom, boom, boom.